Welcome to MCCT, Microcrawler Capability Test. That's where we test and compare the driving performance and capability of micro trucks and microcrawlers from 1 to 18th to 1 to 24th scale. Trucks in stock condition as well as highly modified and upgraded ones. The trucks have to pass through 10 different tests. We'll get either points for their results or their performance will be graded, and the final scores will reveal the most capable microcrawlers. We check their climbing ability, descent performance, their tilt angle, their performance in overcoming easy and difficult obstacles, and their low speed modulation and low speed driving performance. Check the description for details of tests, scores, and mode of grading. Now let's start and present this episode's test trucks. In MCCT episode 24, we will test a small Ford F1 1950 model, the RocHobby Magnum. The RocHobby Magnum 1 to 18th is for sure a micro truck, but probably no microcrawler. We will see. It has a long wheelbase of 196 millimeters and a weight of 591 grams. It runs on Cooper Discover SST Pro tires with 56 by 18 millimeters and with a 2S 380 milliamp hours LiPo battery, and it has a 050 brushed motor. First test, climb on a rough surface, 45-50 degrees, no problem at all for the Magnum, even 55 degrees and 58 degrees on a rough surface, super steep, but the Magnum still is able to climb 58 degrees and 59 degrees. That's already super steep. It has a very long wheelbase and a very low center of gravity. Will it be able to climb even 59 degrees? No. 59 degrees was too much. So 58 degrees and 13 points in test 1, climb on a rough surface. And that's place 3 out of 41 trucks tested so far in test number 1. Test 2, climb on a smooth surface. 50 degrees, no problem for the Magnum. Even 55 degrees, really steep, seem to be easy. 58 degrees on a smooth surface. Now it's struggling. This was the maximum it could do on a rough surface and still does it. And 59 on a smooth surface. Will it be able to do 59? No. Fails. Third try, 59 degrees. Fourth try. 59 degrees on a smooth surface. Come on, and it's finally able to do it. 60 degrees was too much, but 59 degrees and 14 points for the Magnum at test 2, climb on a smooth surface. And that's the second place out of all 41 trucks tested so far. And test 3, descent, stop, and go up in reverse again. 45 degrees, no problem at all for the Magnum. 50 degrees, no problem. 53 degrees, that's already more difficult. Struggling a little bit, but can do it. And 54 degrees, it fails. It fails. It nearly could go up, but fails. And finally 54 degrees, too much. And 53 degrees and 4 points at test number 3, descent. And that's a good shared 6th place out of 41 trucks tested so far for the RocHobby Magnum in test number 3. $33.3 degrees. 34.7 degrees. So on test 4, tilt angle to the left, and test 5, tilt angle to the right, the RocHobby Magnum following results: 33.3 degrees to the left and 0.65 points only for this, and 34.7 degrees to the right and 1.35 points for this. So this is not a very good result, and we see only place 39 out of 41 trucks tested so far for the RocHobby Magnum in tests 4 and 5, tilt angle to the left and to the right. And now to the climbing tests. Test 6, the flat side of the hill of branches, super easy test normally, but we see the RocHobby Magnum is no crawler. It's not able to climb even the flat side of the hill of branches, so 0 points on test number 6, and of course then it's also not able to climb the steep side of the hill of branches, and here unfortunately 0 points too. So will the RocHobby Magnum at least be able to climb the flat side of the hill of pebble stones? Test number 8, it's struggling. It's really struggling. Super low ground clearance. Come on, Magnum. Come on. Ground clearance is not enough. So again, only 0 points at test number 8, the flat side of the hill of pebble stones. And of course, here test number 9, the steep side. No chance for the RocHobby Magnum, and again 0 points at test number 9, the steep side of the hill of pebble stones. And test number 10, the last test, low speed performance and modulation. The RocHobby Magnum is quite noisy, but we do not judge noise here. And the low speed modulation is not bad, it's not really good. We have meanwhile many trucks which have much better low speed modulation, but it's not super bad. As you can see here, with only a little bit of throttle input, it does already start and drive. And if it wouldn't be that noisy, it would be quite nice. So 1.5 out of 5 points here at test number 10, low speed performance and modulation for the RocHobby Magnum. And so we come to the final score of MCCT episode 24, the RocHobby Magnum. And here again, all 10 tests performed and all points gained. And what we see in the RocHobby Magnum, it's no crawler. Really good results in test 1, 2 and 3. Not so good in 4 and 5, but total failure in all climbing tests. Tests 6, 7, 8 and 9, the hill of branches and the hill of pebble stones. So that gives a total of 34.5 points, but the RocHobby Magnum has 4 failures. And here we see the results of all 41 trucks tested so far, and no truck so far failed to pass 4 tests, even flat sides of hill of pebble stones and hill of branches. The only truck that failed 3 tests so far was the small RGT Defender, and independent of its 34.5 points, failing tests counts higher than points. That way the RocHobby Magnum is only on place 41 out of 41 trucks tested so far in MCCT. It is simply no crawler. And that's it for MCCT episode 24, but watch out for the next episode of MCCT. There are still a lot of trucks to be tested. MCCT will be back.